Today, we're beginning a series on privacy. Hey everyone, what's happening? Today, we are talking about privacy, why you should care about it, and some basics about data collection. This is not going to be a complete guide on how to protect your privacy. This is simply an introduction to a series on the subject. Also, to be clear, privacy does not mean anonymity. That is a different concept, and one I may cover in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want to learn about anonymity in the future. In today's world, there are many ways that your activity can be monitored and information can be gathered about you from your computer. This data can range from your browsing history to what programs you use on your computer to what items and services you purchase online. This data can be used for targeted advertising, and it could be sold to other firms for another purpose. Also, this data could be intercepted by a federal agency for purposes unknown. Now, you may ask, why should you care about data collection if you have nothing to hide? Well, to answer this, I'm going to quote Edward Snowden. He said, "Privacy is not about having something to hide. It's about having something to protect." The reason why he said this is because any data that has been collected can be used for any purpose, including prosecution for a crime you didn't even know was illegal. So, how is this data being collected? Well, there are many methods that can be used to collect data from your computer. One of the main methods is browser cookies. Tracking cookies to be specific. Tracking cookies are mainly used for advertising purposes. They monitor your browsing habits and report that information back to advertisers so they can display targeted advertisements to you. Another method that is commonly used is adware and other types of spyware. This is more of a problem for Windows users and not so much for those who use Linux. However, these intrusive programs watch your browsing activity in real time and deliver a little bit more detail than tracking cookies do. They don't just monitor where you go, but how long you stay on a site, what you click, where you go from there, and what your purchasing habits are. They also can track your application usage and monitor the other actions you perform on your computer as well. Another possible problem is the advertisements themselves, because they can run scripts that collect your internet browsing history directly from your browser without using cookies. Facebook and other social media sites are well known for this type of data collection. We will go into Facebook and social media later in this series. Then there is the data your ISP collects. This is usually for legal reasons under the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and usually isn't used unless a complaint is filed against your IP address. Also, there are websites that log your IP address, browser program, and operating system upon your visit. This can be a potential concern as well. However, these methods are relatively tame, and this information I usually don't worry about, personally. Edward Snowden proved how dangerous data collection for any purpose can be when he brought the NSA PRISM system to the attention of the American public. The NSA was collecting massive amounts of data on U.S. citizens and storing it on their servers in the name of terrorism prevention. All this information was collected without a warrant, which is totally against the mandates of the Fourth Amendment. Also, if you think about it, access to this data could probably be obtained without a warrant since the servers were already under the control of the US government. At least, that is the way it could work, in theory. The Supreme Court ruled that this type of data collection was illegal and unconstitutional, so they issued an order for it to stop. However, the NSA is a secretive government agency, so who knows if it really stopped. This is not to instill fear. You should never be fearful. Nor am I suggesting that you should be paranoid about data collection. It's just something you need to be mindful of. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the importance of privacy. So, how do you keep yourself safe from data collection? Well, there are many methods you can employ to protect your privacy. Many of them have an extremely high level of success. But you should also know that there is no method that is 100% effective. For example, you can configure your browser to block trackers. There are some browsers that are better for this than others. However, if you make a mistake, then this will be ineffective. Additionally, you can use a specialized privacy browser such as Brave or the Tor browser. You can guard against IP address logging by using a VPN, or the Tor browser will work as well. There are privacy-based operating systems such as Tails and Whonix. These use the Tor network. There are other OSs as well that won't report to a website the specific OS that you are using. I'll go more into these tools and methods as we dive into more detail in later videos. But know this, there are always ways to restrict access to your data and keep data collection to a minimum. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can leave a comment in the section below. If you really like this video, go ahead and check out these videos that are listed in this screen. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching the Penguin Revolution.